Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta Data Exchange. US markets were very volatile. So as of yesterday, S&P 500 has come into correction territory. It has fallen more than 10%. I think Nasdaq has fallen 12-13%. So it's all thanks to irrational behavior of Trump. So one day he says there is a tariff, next day he says no tariff, right? So next day he says tariff yes, the next day he says 1 month pass, and so on. So it looks like Canada wanted to impose some 25% tax on electricity exports to US. So immediately Trump shot back by saying that for aluminum and steel, the tariff will be increased by 50% to Canada. So as soon as this news came, the US markets fell drastically. In fact, if you can remember, yesterday when I was recording this video, US futures shot up more than 1%. And that's why when in the video I said, GIF knee pivot indicating 200-point gap down, actually it was only 70-80-point gap down by the time, it reached you. And then, this Canada 50% tax brought the market down. And, today morning, the futures are slightly higher. And because now the US says, they are willing to negotiate with Canada. And same thing only earlier also. As and when the tariff is announced, it is announced by the Trump. As and when the possibility of negotiation is announced, it is not announced by the Trump. It is announced by, I think, Treasury Secretary. So, this is the game. So the negative news is given only by president. The positive news is given by people who are below him. The question comes, why is this? So this is how the things play out, because Trump wants to show himself as a very strong man in front of the American people. So with so much of hangama in US markets, but the Asian markets, they learn to live with this volatility. And Asian markets are not negative, so they are like mixed, we can say. GIFT Nifty, it is indicating only about 30-40 point lower opening. So that's because I do not know what is wrong with Infosys. Infosys ADR was down so much day before yesterday in US. It was down here also. Yesterday also in US markets, the Infosys ADR was down. I think more than 2%. But however, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank ADRs are significantly higher. I think more than 1.5-2%. So therefore, there is a hope that, the Bank Nifty might recover. And also the IndusInd Bank, it has fallen about 27%. I think the worst seems to have been factored in that price. I think 52-week high for IndusInd Bank is around 1,600. Now it has come back to 600 here. So I think, this is a good 65% retracement. Collateral damage was seen in other banks like RBL Bank, because people always look at RBL Bank also with some kind of a suspicion. But however, from yesterday's low, that has recovered. So now the job is left for, because the US markets are turbulent, US tariff is giving a lot of problem. So the IT stocks, they may not recover. So it's only banking and Reliance will have to support this market. So having said, March month, we are coming, very close to end of second week. So in these 2 weeks, the Nifty has not gone anywhere. Last expiry, Nifty closed around 22,550. But as of yesterday, it is still in red. So if this is in red for the end of this month, so this will be the 6th straight month we will be in red. So structurally there is a problem. And when we thought the problem is almost over, so that is when this US volatility comes in to start the second chapter for our market. So good thing is that though markets are not going higher, the markets are not going lower also. It's though markets are violent, it is consolidating between 22,000 and 23,000 with a huge volatility. So we must be happy at least if markets consolidate, before breaking out on the higher side, hopefully. So otherwise, retail people who are pumping in the money, they might stop at some point of time. So after going low profile just for one day, day before yesterday FIA started selling again. So FIAs have sold for about close to 3,000 crore. No need to say domestic institutions have bought for about 3,000 crores. So in fact, one of my friends told me he does not believe this data, right? So like his argument is that, these numbers are being probably fudged to keep the retail people's faith in the stock market. But let us not go into those conspiracy theories. But as of now, the data shows domestic institutions are buying equivalent amount of what FIIs are selling. So let us hope market consolidate, and at least option writers will be making money if the investors are not making money. For the last 2-3 years, it was like big thing for retail investors who made money through investments, and last a few years has not been good for traders. So probably now the good time may come for traders. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.